Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to my Elimination Chamber 2018 preview and predictions video. In this video, we will be breaking down the upcoming Raw exclusive pay-per-view event this Sunday, Elimination Chamber, emanating live from Las Vegas, Nevada, on February 25th. So I'm really looking forward to this show, believe it or not. I feel like the build's been there for it. Raw's actually been delivering compared to SmackDown, which I haven't watched in, sad to say, almost 2 months. And I felt like I haven't missed a damn thing. But with Raw, I actually feel like they were building, gradually towards the Elimination Chamber, and I feel like this will officially kick off the direction that we will see for the road to WrestleMania 34 on the Raw brand. So we have a total of 6 matches announced, 1 on the pre-show, and then we have a contract signing. So we will start with the pre-show and then work our way to the top. So on the pre-show, we have Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson versus the Miztourage. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Random match. Good brothers get the win. There you go. I have nothing else to say about this because I won't be watching the kickoff show. Moving on here, we have our Raw Tag Team Championship match. Cesaro and Sheamus versus Titus Worldwide. Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil. Now, they have been growing on me as a tag team. However, I don't see them beating Cesaro and Sheamus. It would just kind of feel out of left field. I see Cesaro and Sheamus entering WrestleMania as the Raw Tag Team Champions. So, we've seen this match before on TV. They've had, some decent matches. We'll see what ends up happening, but I'm really not expecting a title change. I would be really surprised to see that happen. We have Woken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. Man, has this feud really hit a wall. Creatively, it hasn't been there. I was excited when they first brought Broken Matt into WWE, or should I say Woken Matt, but then he feuds with Bray Wyatt. To me, it seemed like everybody that feuds with Bray Wyatt, they get sucked down, just the way his character is. It happened with Seth. It happened with Finn. Now with, I don't know, they need to do something with Bray Wyatt. They need to turn him babyface or just change him. I don't know at this point because I'm just totally uninterested in this character. He comes out, cuts the same promo every single week. I mean, how much longer can you keep doing this? But with this match, so since Bray won the first one, I guess 50-50 booking will rear its ugly head. And the Eater of Pins, who took 2 pins 2 weeks ago on Raw, so Bray's really on a roll here. He will take a pin again on this pay-per-view. Why? Because Bray Wyatt always loses. So, yeah. There you go. Matt Hardy will beat Bray Wyatt. We have... talk about the contract signing. Ronda Rousey signing her contract here. I hope this is the setup for a mixed tag team match at WrestleMania. I want to see The Rock and Ronda. Whether you keep The Rock a surprise until WrestleMania, I hope it's him. If not, maybe Braun Strowman as a number 2 option. I think him and Rousey would make an interesting pairing. And plus, him and Triple H have issues, so that would make sense. Same with The Rock, based on what happened at WrestleMania 31. I think this could be the impetus here. You have, Stephanie and Kurt in the ring, having Rousey sign her contract, and maybe Stephanie, spouts off at Rousey. Stemming from, I remember what happened at WrestleMania 31, and I'm not going to forget that. Now I own you. Now you're going to have to do every single thing that I say. And Rousey gets up and say, oh, yeah, you really think you're going to do that? And then, stare off or have, confrontation, and that eventually leads to the build-up to the mixed tag team match, however you want to go about that. But I think that's what we see happen here in this contract signing. And, that's the match I want to see Ronda Rousey in at WrestleMania 34, so hopefully it happens. Rock and Ronda versus Triple H and Stephanie, I think would be a nice addition to the WrestleMania card. Moving into the top 3 matches on this show. Asuka versus Nia Jax. If Nia Jax wins, she will be added to Asuka's championship match at WrestleMania 34, or should I say the Raw Women's Championship match, because there's still a possibility I think Asuka goes to SmackDown Live and challenges Charlotte. That frees up Nia to face Alexa Bliss, who that'll go nicely into my next prediction at the Elimination Chamber. But this is going to be a tough one to predict how they can get out of this. I mean, Asuka's streak can't end here. I mean, they did that with Charlotte's, remember, at Fastlane. It ended at Fastlane, her pay-per-view streak. What the hell was the point of that? I mean, you were one pay-per-view away from WrestleMania. I don't see WWE doing that. But I see Nia Jax getting added into the match. So what? Do you have like a lame double count out? Maybe, Asuka gets counted out. That way she wouldn't be pinned or submitted. You could do something like that. I see some type of screwy finish where Nia still gets added to the match, but Asuka chooses to face Charlotte. So this is going to be interesting to see what type of finish they come up with. Hopefully something creative and, not lackluster. So I don't think Asuka's going to lose. I think Nia still gets added to that match somehow, some way. So that's why I'm thinking I think Asuka getting counted out would be the most likely scenario. That way she still remains undefeated. Nope, not pinned or submitted. And then Nia faces who I will predict Alexa Bliss to retain her Raw Women's Championship coming out of the Women's Elimination Chamber. The first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match. This has Alexa Bliss versus Bayley versus Mandy Rose versus Mickie James versus Sasha Banks versus Sonya Deville. This can either be really good or not so much. That tag match they had on Raw didn't really reassure me about this Women's Elimination Chamber match, so hopefully it delivers for their sake. I don't know, I'm just having mixed doubts about it. I think, as I said here, Alexa Bliss will retain, as it'll set up her versus Nia. I think that'll be the rumored Raw Women's Championship picture, and I don't see... I mean, if they really wanted to shake things up, you could have Sasha win the championship and have Sasha and Asuka tear it up again like they did on Raw. I mean, that was an excellent match. I would love to see them have another one, but I don't see that happening. That's why I'm predicting Alexa Bliss will retain, and then she will go on to WrestleMania to face Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. Finally, we have the first ever 7-man Elimination Chamber match for a WWE Universal Championship match at WrestleMania 34. The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus John Cena versus Finn Balor versus Elias versus Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns. Now, I think we all know who's going to win this match. I think it's fairly obvious. It's going to be Roman Reigns. That's who is going to win. Who would I like to see win? Do something different here. Who would I like to see win? My two favorites right now going into this are... I don't think it's going to be Cena. I think he's got bigger plans at WrestleMania. It's not going to be Elias. Balor would be nice, but I could see him and Miz battling for the IC Championship, and I'd be fine with that. I'd love to see Seth Rollins, but I think him and Kurt might tangle at WrestleMania. I'd love to see Braun Strowman. I think it's Strowman's time. I would love them, to see it come down to Roman and Strowman and do some type of crazy finish. I don't know. Has anybody ever plowed through the chamber, like actually broke through it, and then say they battle to the back and there's no conclusive winner and it's just all chaos and carnage? And that would set up a triple threat match between Strowman, Roman, and Lesnar in the main event of WrestleMania. Something crazy I would love to see happen. But I think this is going to be an excellent match. You got Cena, Balor, Rollins, who was the Iron Man on Monday night. The Miz, Elias. There's just a ton of talent in there. I think this is going to be one hell of an Elimination Chamber match. And I just want a good match, even though I know what the outcome's going to be. In situations like this, hey, even if it's predictable, I just want a good match. I want to be entertained, and we'll see. There are a number of different possibilities, but I think we all know the match at WrestleMania 34 for the Universal Championship is going to be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. So that, guys, is my preview and predictions for Elimination Chamber. And, of course, this Sunday I will be doing 2 sets of live reactions. Be sure to look for the link here on youtube.com/DanielGuys412. Click that subscribe button as well. Live reactions for the Women's Elimination Chamber match and the 7-man Elimination Chamber match. So, and then, of course, we back up here at roughly around 11:30. Maybe a little bit later, but stay tuned for that. For my live Elimination Chamber review with special guest Nerd Coalition. It'll be great to have him out. So check out his channel as well. The link will be down in that video's description box. So yeah, guys, be sure to leave your comments down below for your predictions for the Elimination Chamber. Looking forward to it as the road to WrestleMania rolls on. We are less than 43 days away. It's coming up fast, so more great content coming soon to this channel. Here at youtube.com/DanielGeyser412. Be sure to check me out on Twitter at DanielGeyser412 for all my latest tweets. So until then, guys, take care and thanks for watching.